it hits him on the back of the heel. I mean, well, how's your luck there, really? I mean, look, just seeing who that is following up. Is that Hemming? No, it's Elliott.
Harvey Elliott, yeah,
having a fantastic appearance for him because he hasn't had many.
Villa look to threaten from the set piece. Through it goes to Schlager. I'm still getting over that save.
Wow.
Are we putting it down to luck or improvisation?
Of course it's luck. But you know, the goalkeeper will say whatever it comes off, it's a save. But it was down actually to really some bad goalkeeping in the first place, but he got away with it.
What a start that would have been for Villa. It was inside 30 seconds. This is Bidstrup. And to think Harvey Elliott hasn't played since October and might have scored straight away here tonight. I'm so glad that he's got an opportunity this evening, Martin.
Well, exactly, and he's a great talent. It would have been really difficult for him, and I believe he's trained really well in the background. He's got on with it. A decision's been made that, you know, obviously they don't want him to play too many games. It then activates that clause to buy him, so they're keeping their money in their pocket, Villa. Looks like he's going to play Harvey Elliott just in the 10 role. Certainly when they've got possession, they go 4-4-2 as you see right now, out of possession, but in possession, Harvey Elliott dropping deeper.
Sancho, Onana. Lindelof, he's proving really useful, isn't he, to Unai Emery this season? Put in some impressive performances.
He was very decent in the last away game. I went to that game, and the two central defenders were quite magnificent. Mings was out for some weeks and played from December. But a good ball from him again.
Buendia with the ball wide.
I think Buendia is the player, though. He's the most interesting player. How he's been given a second chance here at Villa, and he's really taken it with both hands.
He was out on loan in the second half of last season. So Digne in at left back tonight, and we'll take the throw in here. Digne with the ball in, comfortable for Schlager. Schuster plays it forward. Oh, lovely little flick. We're going to be able to get up the pitch here. They've taken it quickly, actually, through the captain. Bidstrup, but too quickly for the referee.
Well, Lindelof, a judge there to be a bit firm in the challenge. I thought it was actually a good challenge. Adam. Got unlucky there.
The ref got that one wrong.
Gadu.
Definitely got it wrong. It wasn't a foul.
So it's Gadu again, who came through Paris Saint-Germain's youth system. Mintz. Lindelof. Bogard, who again shows his versatility tonight, playing at right back. I really enjoy watching him. Can play in so many different positions, but
well, it's just as well, really, isn't it?
Shift.
With the number of injuries there, certainly that midfield area. Young Hemming's in there tonight. Really big night for him. This is not an unusual build-up. Martinez is very calm in possession. They sort of lull their opponents on, but they've lost it this time.
Diabate couldn't make the most of that.
Yeah, they can't do that. Come on.
Elliott.
Oh, what a pass. Ooh,
just
too
asked
heavy.
a little too much of Sancho.
Too heavy for Sancho.
Here's another one, Sancho. Against Fenerbahce out there, he was certainly their best player, Villa. He's been a slow burner, but some interesting how Unai Emery gets the best out of these. It's almost like a rehabilitation, isn't it? Rashford here last year.
Rehabilitation centre, Aston Villa. Rashford and Sancho.
His last had been in last season's Conference League final.
Oh, there comes Salzburg.
Konate, who has been brought into the side tonight. Bogard, Sancho. Onana. It's rather bounced off. Watkins. I like the interview that Sancho gave after that game as well, Martin, where he said, it's nice to have a manager that backs you. I know I can do a lot more. I'm very hard on myself in that respect with the headlines from it. I thought he came across in a really mature way and sounded like somebody who feels that he can really kick on now at Villa.
Yeah, I think it's really important for a player to feel that trust from a manager, feel that he believes in you, and then you can just go and play your football. And that's certainly been the case, because he's been really direct. Foot was outstanding again at Newcastle as well.
100%. I'll give you Sancho there.
Yeah, Emery,
100%.
understandably delighted after that match.
Really good manager that believes in you, or anything in
Salzburg,
life.
by the way,
When
are
somebody
top
that
of the
believes in you,
Austrian
you feel like you
Bundesliga.
can do
They
anything.
are in their winter break at the moment.
You feel like nothing can stop you, you know?
Have been runners up in their top flight the last 2 seasons to Sturm Graz.
But when you got people like
that's where you see
that
Boy
put
Deer in
players
that
down,
little pocket. He comes centrally
that
and
put you down,
does it really well
just
in there.
feels
It's just
like
how the players
Kobe. Look at Kobe's story.
pick up so
He nearly
quickly
killed
the
the kid's
information.
career.
We've had a few changes, no beginning there, no Tillemans. But
You
the
look
players
at
still really
Rashford, he
certain of
nearly
where to
killed
be on the pitch.
his career. Look at Sancho. You know, these players, they have problems, but you know,
Hennings has lost it.
here comes Salzburg.
And here comes Salzburg.
Oh,
The ball slid through, but ultimately ends up with Emi Martinez. He will be a threat to
Champions League
play
was quite
just for
interesting
the
last night.
Japanese international Kitano. One of 3 Japanese players in this Salzburg squad. Lindelof. Was looking for Buendia but couldn't find him.
Unlucky there with that pass.
Covering.
You know, they're finding their feet. Villa needs to be careful with this one. Look at that.
Lost it again in a
Look at that. They keep losing the ball in areas, in really dangerous areas. I mean, what a tackle that. What an interception. And here comes
Elliot with Sancho
Elliot.
showing down the line.
Release him now. Release Sancho. Sancho with the ball. There we go. Oh, put the cross in.
Unable to keep it in. It did look promising for a moment, that, for Aston Villa.
Yeah, just trying to find that rhythm, that combination. Elliot coming in, Sancho just over hitting that one. Certainly counter-attacking well here tonight, Aston Villa. Is the overlap. Just too much pace. Salzburg, so I think Salzburg have shown a few signs here that, you know, if you don't press well, they can go through you quite quickly.
Here we go.
It's Konate's pass.
Ooh, what an interception again. Aston Villa's defense is working overtime at the minute. So Salzburg is quite positive on the play.
Up it goes towards Watkins, chested down by Schuster.
The defense, they've got it spot on so far.
Diabate's pass.
I don't think Konza is even playing tonight.
By Kitano.
They've already qualified as well.
Konate. Kletzig with the ball inside, and the pass by Diabate. Alay Begovic, who's the real danger man, scored twice against Basel. Alay Begovic again. Diabate. Playing some nice stuff here.
They're playing some good football, these guys. Bro.
Get a shot off here. It was Kitano looking to do that. They're certainly having a go here, the Austrian side.
Actually really tidy in possession, and that winter break seems to have helped them.
It's a rather theatrical fall to the ground there, wasn't it, by the captain?
They're playing some good stuff. Villa needs to be careful.
Well, it's a dive, clearly.
You need to really be careful.
I think that was a handball.
Wendia.
Here they come. Ooh.
Elliott.
Sancho. Elliott. Foul there, foul.
Well, Elliott penalised. Did look on first sight like he'd won the ball.
He mistimed that tackle there. Mistimed it.
I think it's a difficult night for Elliott tonight. Just trying to find his rhythm. It's quite a big ask. He's been out for a long time. We've had the disappointment of that manager. So obviously put him in there, giving him a chance.
It's been 2 early goals for Celtic in Glasgow, 2-0 up against Utrecht. Rangers a goal to the good at the Dragao as well against Porto. Still goalless here, but we had that great chance for Harvey Elliott inside 30 seconds.
We have, and it would have been a very different evening for him, wouldn't it, if that had gone in those early exchanges. Salzburg are very compact, not really going after the ball, quite happy to sit in their shape. Come here and they've done their homework.
Salzburg's only competitive game since the 14th of December was last week's 3-1 win over Basel. The Austrian Bundesliga season resumes on the 6th of February. Sancho.
Look at that footwork there.
Mings. Wendia beyond him. Digne providing some width. Hemmings. Sancho.
Yo, he's all over the place. He's taking
Bogart.
back. He's in the midfield. He goes to the midfield. He goes to the wing. Plays as a winger.
Just a heavy touch from Hemmings.
Yeah, I think it's just about having that picture, isn't it? Young player in there before you receive it, just a little glance, look over your shoulder.
Sancho is putting in the work. He's
kind of ran into trouble there. It just takes time to pick that up.
He's a midfielder who can play box to box. Hemmings can also play as a sitting midfielder or as a number 10 as well, so he's fairly versatile in that central area. Part of the FA Youth Cup winning side, played an integral role in that actually. They brought him from Nottingham Forest in January of 2024. There's Thomas Lech, a man who succeeded Pep Lijnders at Salzburg halfway through last season. He inherited a side that were 5th in the division, took them to a 2nd place finish, currently has them top of the table back home.
Lindelof has been so good for Villa, man. It's been so good. Celtic already 2-0 up. Wow. Malmo 1-0. Rangers 1-0. Rangers are beating Porto.
Bogart.
Betis 0-0. Stuttgart against Young Boys 2-0 already. They're up.
Eclectic with the ball inside here to
Celta Vigo, Real. Star Belgrade 0-0.
Salzburg last year. Schuster.
The Celtic already in 2-0. Martin O'Neill, he's doing business for them.
Flag up on the far
He
side.
knows Celtic
Yeah,
in and
just
out, innit?
missed
So
offside,
I'm
but
not
it's such a good
surprised.
play from Villa there, the way they
I'm not
squeeze the
surprised it's there
plays.
cooking for them again.
That's not by accident.
I'm not surprised O'Neill is there cooking for Celtic again.
Just see how narrow those two centre forwards are. They're trying to stop passes into that midfield. Villa don't really want to go wide. They want to go through the middle if they can. So Martinez just almost like the standoff here. We've seen this a few times already. He just wants to suck that player in first and then he's out.
Lindelof.
He's seen plenty of the ball, Lindelof.
Wonderful record Villa have got in Europe since the start of the 23-24 season. Only Real Madrid, Bayern and Arsenal have won more major European matches than Villa. That was before this week of matches.
That was better from Hemmings. I know there he was being fouled, by the way, but he turns really well there. Runs into a bit of trouble again, but gets the free kick. Brave in possession.
Big night for Nottingham Forest at the City Ground, and there in front against Ferencváros, of course, who are managed by Robbie Keane. Bogard. Elliott. Sancho. Oh, it's a good run there by Sancho, but
He was in.
Wasn't used. Alajbegovic.
It's Bogart, wasn't it? Turned his back on the pass, really. It was there for him. So Onana free, perhaps, I think. So apologies.
And 3 years at Brentford. Bidstrup, the play you saw there, that came off the bench in their playoff final win against Swansea back in 2021. Ended up being loaned to Nordsjælland. There is the king, isn't he, of the Europa League. Unai Emery has won it more than any other coach. Last week's victory over Fenerbahce, his 100th game in the competition as a coach.
Incredible record, isn't it?
Konate with Baidu up there with him as well. Again, the strength from Salzburg, and again they appeal for a hand. Martinez with the save.
Oh, double save.
There again. What a brilliant
Double save for Martinez. Double save.
It certainly was when you see this first one, because he has
Wow.
to be patient as a
They were
goalkeeper.
calling for handball. The
It's
ref
coming
said
at a
no, and he
tremendous
hits it again.
pace.
What a double save.
Somehow he gets out a left
Clean
hand
saves,
forward
man.
to it. I mean, look,
That's a
good
foul
play
for
from
Onana.
Salzburg.
That would have been
Screwed
that
through
would have been
middle of
a
that
foul.
middle of the defence, and there's a couple of good blocks in here. Mings gets one in to begin with, and look at this for a save. He's got a player right in
First
front of him,
one.
and he still gets that reflex save.
Almost
and
like
then
an
another one.
Onana kind of save there, or
World
De
class.
Gea kind of save.
It's Konate originally that looked to have the effort. Mings trying to get in the way of it. That was the appeal for handball that I mentioned. But then it was the central midfielder Diabate who forced the more significant save. And then Konate was there again. Great work from Martinez.
Yeah, top goalkeeper.
Corner kick. There we go. Easy for him.
It's nice to see a goalkeeper catch the ball, isn't it, from a corner?
Oh, Martin Keane. I see what he did there. Arsenal, innit? He's trying to take the make out.
Celtic have added a
Teams Arsenal
third
scored against.
against Utrecht. Engels with a penalty.
Martin O'Neill's going mad there. Can't stop winning.
But why did they let it go in the first time?
Ridiculous, wasn't it?
Bogart. Alajbegovic.
Come on.
Hemmings, Digne.
The other thing I think for Unai Emery is the competition for places. You've got Tyrone Mings back in the team tonight. Really good start for him. Luca Dean, is he going to be first choice now, second choice? We get that competition going in it from within, and that makes people play at their best at all times.
The midfield area is a real concern, though, isn't it, with these injuries, with Camara probably out for the season, John McGinn's out for 6 to 8 weeks, Tielemans out for 8 to 10 weeks, Ross Barkley's getting close, we believe.
Well, he'll need him back. He's done well, but Louise is a good acquisition, bringing him in. He knows the club, he can instantly fit in, the manager. You don't want to be without Tielemans for too long, though.
Nottingham Forest 2-0 up. Igor Jesus has got the second against Ferencvaros. It makes sense, doesn't it, that Douglas Luiz hasn't had much game time at Nottingham Forest, mainly due to injury. It was a similar story at Juventus, and this is a place where he's plays the best football of his career.
Well, he might be looking at it thinking, you know, what was I doing? The grass isn't always greener.
Watkins couldn't quite control it.
Well, worryingly there, he just felt his hamstring, and you don't want to. Your centre forward is not. He's having to play a lot of football. Mellin was allowed to leave in the transfer window. Just felt that right hamstring.
Sancho. Movement from Elliott. Bogart. Lindelof. This feels a little bit flat from a Villa perspective. Mings, 6 changes tonight.
I think it's a big ask when you make that many changes to get all the connections you need, but they're starting to build.
Yeah, can they pick it up here? That's a nice ball by Sancho. Watkins.
Oh, he can't keep the ball. He can't seem to keep the ball.
Diabate. Good interception by Onana. Digne down the left here. Headed clear by Gadu. Lindelof.
Come on.
First to it. Harvey Elliott.
By Sancho. Harvey and Elliott seems to be linking up, but it's not worked out yet for them. Run. Who's going to run? Look at that space.
Bogart.
Nobody's doing that runs. Come on, Onana.
Took that in beautifully, didn't he? Onana. It's not a bad pass either. Buendia, who was urged to shoot. Digne with the ball.
Oh.
Just behind Watkins. Nice football though from Villa.
It was. And just Luca Dean, that's the second time there where the ball in the box hasn't been quite what Villa were looking for. Certainly Ollie Watkins earlier was available at that time. He tries to pull it back, and he really should be rifling that across that 6-yard box.
It's one of the few times it's felt quite fluid from Villa.
Yeah, but you expect that. You make 6 changes, it's not going to be perfect. You know, other players need minutes. People like Harvey Elliott hardly played this season.
Elliott. Good ball by Watkins. This is Sancho. Movement from Elliott. Corner kick Villa. Just seem to be upping the tempo a bit here.
Yeah, Elliott asking for a little bit more from the crowd. Certainly a full house, but it is a little bit flat, as you say.
Well, the job is done in terms of qualification for Villa, but how they'd love to finish in the top 2 with the advantage that brings in terms of being at home in the second leg in the knockout rounds all the way through to the semi-final. So Digne will take this. Short to Sancho.
Oh, you still got it.
How significant an advantage do you see that, Martin, as being what I was just talking about?
Oh, the away leg, yeah. For a second leg, away leg is perfect for you.
Sancho with the ball over.
You think you go to extra time, penalties.
Lift it up.
You want that on board. I mean, if you look at Villa last season, PSG, they managed to beat them, didn't they, in that second leg, quarter-final. It wasn't enough in the end, but it was significant on the night.
Konate, players arriving in the box. And Baidu was in there too. And now the flag finally goes up. But those two players up front, Baidu and Konate, there's a lot of threat about them.
Yeah, and you know, Tyrone Mings, if you look at this and watch it slowly, how he keeps his eye on the ball. And this is where going back to see if he's offside there. Maybe he is a tad off, but cuts inside. And just look at Tyrone Mings here. Doesn't panic, stays on his feet and gets a really good connection there. That is first class defending. Be patient with your defend. Look, could get that wrong. He's in trouble. I think he's at the top of his game, Mings. But really impressed these last two European games. He came on after 75 minutes against Newcastle to help sew the game up. He's looking really assured there.
Mings. Of those front two I was just mentioning, Konate and Baidu. Konate is an Ivory Coast international, 33 goals in 68 appearances for Salzburg. Baidu, one of three teenagers in the starting lineup. He's Ghanaian, and he could be in line for an international call-up, actually. The Ghana coach,
give that away, man.
to watch him play in their last game against Basel. Kitano. And turned behind by...
You know what, Villa have been lucky. The defence have done the work for them so far.
His defensive duties, he takes that ball
The defence have been steady.
Decent shape about them to win the ball back off of Villa. As you say, the two front players, winning runners.
Salzburg, they're pressing.
Kitano's another one who's getting senior international honours. And his debut for Japan in a friendly win over Ghana in November. Goes the corner. A chance for Villa to get forward now, perhaps. Kept in by Elliott.
Approaching the half an hour mark. No goals yet. Let's check the other games.
That's worked out quite well, that for Villa. Elliott.
Villa on the break.
Digne.
Come on.
Hemmings gets involved. Sancho. Bogard.
You're going to put a cross in. Celtic 3-0.
Almost half an hour gone.
1-0. Malmo
Still
1-0.
goalless.
Forest are 2-0 up.
The Villa sure of a place in the
Roma still
last
0-0.
16.
Rangers 1-1. Porto equalised. Real Betis scored 1-0. Stuttgart 2-0. So let's see the goals. Is Anthony scored?
Lindelof.
For Betis, let's have a look. Lyon are losing. Anthony scored 17 minutes. So former United players, they're all doing well wherever they are. Betis scored 1-0 for Anthony. Forest, who scored for Forest?
Table stages by finishing top of the table with a win here at Villa Park for that momentum. As you know, a big game coming up for the weekend.
Goal. And Jesus.
Baidu looked as though
Offside.
he got too early there.
Still don't have a goal in this game. We just gone past the half an hour mark. Yet to score. Prince William is at the Villa Park. Prince William is at Villa Park.
Yeah, he wasn't. Well, we won't have to worry about that tonight. Maybe he won't be listening. But
Prince William is watching Villa. Did he bring his son?
I wonder who he thinks will be man of the match tonight. If we were to call one right now,
I wonder if he'd pass down a note. Good to see him here.
I wonder if he'll be able to watch football if he became a king at this age. Would he be able to come to the match? Like, I don't think they will allow him to attend a football match, would they?
When you first saw that
For security
social
purposes.
media post, how did you react to that?
Well, we were live on telly.
The future king
We
of
were
the
live on
country
telly, yes, so I
questioning
kind of
your man of
felt
the
like
match
it
award.
was kind of off with my head, was the feeling. Sorry, Your Highness. But, you know, we have to make these calls.
Martinez getting that right on the edge of the box.
Goodness, yes. I thought he was outside the box, to be fair.
It's a close run thing.
Oh!
Mings has lost it, and it's a tap in, is it? Well, it's gone in off Lindelof.
That's
But
the
it's
most
mistake
ridiculous
at the
goal you
back.
will ever see.
And Salzburg have profited.
That is the weirdest goal
Well,
you will
they're all
ever
looking
see in
round at each
football.
other. Such an error, but it's been seized upon.
So the
Well,
ball
I think
came
you should
to
blame me because I was putting so much praise
Mings,
at his door, and that is
and he tried to give
an
it back
awful
to the
mistake
keeper,
to
and
make.
oh,
I
that's the
think
most
here it's
ridiculous
just,
goal
it's
you'll
obviously
ever see in
good pressing.
football
He just gets
this
caught
week.
in two minds, and then in a flash, it's in the back of the net.
What the actual hell is... What just happened?
Well, it's
Mings
Canate who looks to try
fucked it up,
turn it towards
right,
goal,
and he couldn't
but it does look
recover
like
the
an
ball
own goal,
again.
doesn't it, from
And
Lindelof,
it was just a
desperately
tap-in for the
attempts to
striker.
try and keep it out.
And Lindelof couldn't keep it out.
Well, he could have kept that out, but he wasn't expecting. I know you should expect the unexpected as a defender, but
Lindelof couldn't keep it out. Oh my God, Aston Villa.
That was
Jeez.
really
Ow. One goal.
disappointing.
One goal. Mings fucked it all shit up. It was coming off.
Hear the Villa crowd trying to gee their side up. We did mention earlier that
Fucking
Watkins
hell.
did seem to
That's the most
hold his
bizarre goal you
hamstring
see
area.
today.
Word down from the
Absolutely
touchline is
ridiculous.
that Rodgers
Mings
is
fucked it up.
going to be
And
coming
then
on. We'll keep an
Lindelof
eye
just
on that.
did
That
the
would be
unthinkable.
another disaster if Ollie Watkins
It was as
is
if he wasn't
injured. They can't
expecting
really
it.
take
When
that
you're a
risk. You've
defender,
got to get him out of
you
there.
should be expecting ball like that to clear off the line as well. Mings again. He's trying the same thing. What the fuck are you doing?
To admire though, Martin, the energy and the pressing,
He
particularly
nearly lost the ball again, Mings.
because they're causing.
They certainly
Ref,
got
that's a
lot of
foul.
goals, aren't they? Catano as well. He's just blocking that pass into the middle.
Absolutely disgusting play
They're
from
quite
Mings.
narrow. We seem to have unnerved Tyrone Mings.
So Trummer is the player who's been booked.
Nah, Mings is suffering. Whatever that is.
Yep, Ollie Watkins has now gone off. Won't take any further part in this game.
I think
That's
Ollie
the right
Watkins is
call.
injured.
He's too valuable.
And with Villa safely through as well.
Rodgers coming on.
No sense to take
Rodgers
any
is on.
chances, so
Mings walks straight
Rodgers
into.
comes on a lot sooner
He's
than
walked
he
straight
might
down
have
the tunnel.
expected.
I
Let's
think he's
just hope
injured.
that is nothing serious. It's just a precaution. But it was 12 minutes ago that he did initially pull up when you noticed it, Martin.
Yeah, when he signalled to the bench, and there's signs you've got to get someone out.
He
And
pulled
their
something.
transfer
He must have pulled
situation here where they have to
Must have
balance the
pulled
books. To be with just one striker, it shows you how well they're doing, but it's not ideal. He's the one player really that should have been rested tonight in retrospect.
Well, Unai Emery will be delighted that he's got Tammy Abraham through the door. Somebody who's been here in the past. There's that pressing again.
Yeah, here they come again. What's going on with Villa?
Well, he had a go, and it's straight at Martinez.
Saved them again.
Real let off for Villa.
What is going on?
Again, he's picked the pocket of the youngster in there. He's taken too long. He's just got to pop that out, and they're on him in a flash. And again, the keeper stands firm. It's right down his throat.
That time it was Bidstrup who won it back. And of course, this is a must-win game for Salzburg if they're to get into the playoff
But that's
places.
interesting,
As
isn't
it
it?
stands, they are just inside them as a result of that goal. 24th in the table. But what a story it would be for them if they were to somehow, it looked in a hopeless position going into match day 7, but have beaten Basel
Offside.
now are winning away at Aston Villa.
How is he not offside?
Better for them here. Baidu gets past Mings.
Oh my
And
days.
Bogart did really well.
Yeah, that's a
Wow,
really good
that's
goal
another
there.
chance gone begging for Salzburg.
In the end, I think he runs out of steam with it. He just, again, he goes away from Mings there really quite comfortably. They're pinching the ball. Yeah, they're pinching the ball in the middle of the pitch, and then they put that pace, that counter-attack, and it's really effective. Good organisation, really compact in the middle of the pitch.
This is a club whose away record in this competition is awful. They've lost their last 8 Europa League games on their travels and haven't kept a clean sheet in their last 15 Europa League away games. But this could hardly really have gone too much better for Thomas Lecce's side so far tonight. They had that very early scare, that great opportunity for Harvey Elliott.
I know you've got 2 experienced central defenders there, but I think it's a little bit of a nightmare when you've got that kind of pace around you. Baidu, Kanate, both really quick.
Such an inexperienced Salzburg team as well. The average age of the 10 outfield players tonight, Martin, is 20 and a half.
Yeah, but they're handling the occasion well and handling the football well. No one's panicking. Good work rate out of possession. Look at this. Once more.
I asked the coach, Thomas Lecce, about being in charge of such a young group of players ahead of this game, and one of the things he said was their energy is fantastic, and that is something that we've seen, isn't it? Particularly in that final third, and indeed in the centre of the park as well.
Yeah, I mean, looking at Tremor, the right back is flying up and down. They've just been booked, but there's a really good energy here. Certainly wonder what they were doing.
Ollie Watkins off injured. Villa again bullied in the midfield, middle of the pack. They've got 18-year-old in the middle of the pack. I think he's struggling at the minute. Rogers. Oh, kept it in.
Who came across to meet him.
He looks strong, Gadu there. I think he's... Morgan Rogers is on his feet. It's the good news.
Digne. Mings. Lindelof. Elliott.
Come on.
Hemmings.
Poor again. Poor. Their final ball, man, is letting them down. Look at that again in the middle of the pack. Who's that Onana losing the ball there? Too easy.
Baidu through the middle as well.
Shoot.
Begovic. It's a bit wild.
Well, we've seen better from him in the previous games. They're certainly in the mood, Salzburg.
Yes, certainly an own goal from Lindelof.
Goal so far, just past 40 minutes.
Keep it out.
Salzburg leading here 1-0.
Like this, didn't he, in the Champions League last
Victoria
year?
Zen
Made a mistake,
leading 1-0 against Basel Celtic 3-0.
To one side for the rest of the season.
Konabachi 1-0. Malmo winning 1-0. Go ahead Eagles, Sporting Braga 0-0. Lille versus Freiburg 0-0. Nice versus Ludogorets.
First half.
Maccabi Tel Aviv, they're losing 1-0 to Bologna in Italy. Oh, actually at home. They're losing at home. I wonder what that game is looking right now like in terms of cultures there. They are losing 1-0 to Bologna, Maccabi Tel Aviv. They lost to Villa when they came down. Forest are winning 2-0. Lyon, Olympic Lyon 1-1. I'd love to know who scored for them. Porto, they've come back from 1-0 down. Porto leading Rangers 2-1. Rangers got the first goal.
Salzburg have been away from home.
Rangers got the first goal, and now they're leading 2-1. So that's an interesting one to keep an eye on. Stuttgart against Young Boys. Young Boys were leading this game. But Stuttgart are now leading 2-1.
I have to say that Salzburg have been the better side so far tonight.
I've been really impressed.
Real Betis have gone up 2-0 against Feyenoord. Let's check the goal scorers again. Konate scored for Salzburg. Is that even Konate's goal? That shouldn't be Konate's goal. That should be an own goal.
Really good pace up top.
Tonight Villa looking to set a new club record of 7 European wins in a row at home. But they find themselves behind as we head towards half-time.
Bano scored for Victoria.
Oh, no.
Celtic, one on goal.
Sancho.
One pen. And one open play.
Again, they're getting two bodies around the ball. Working really hard.
Abachi Yoksik scored. Si Ali
no way through for Sancho.
Scored. Stanic scored for Ludogorets.
We have the first T20 test coming up in the cricket tomorrow from 1:15
Forest
in the
afternoon. Jesus and an own
Sri
goal.
Lanka against England. That's live on TNT Sports 1 and Discovery Plus. And we're back in Melbourne tonight.
My guy scored and got
Australian
sent off.
Open men's semi-finals as Carlos Alcaraz faces Alexander Zverev, followed by Novak Djokovic against Yannick Sinner.
He
Coverage
scored
starts at
and got
3:30
red
a.m.
card.
on TNT Sports 1, and TNT Sports and Discovery Plus is the home of the Winter Olympics with over 850 hours of live coverage.
Is it not the same
every
person?
moment from Milano Cortina with us from the 6th to the 22nd.
So there's a red card in that game, which is now given an advantage to Lyon. So Lyon should go on and win this game, probably.
We've got the heated Gilet.
And then we've got Roma, Mancini scored.
Better than me, I'm afraid. Could do one of those.
No. 0-0 still with Panathinaikos, but Mancini has been sent off in that game. Panathinaikos versus Roma.
Yeah,
so Roma,
I think so.
one man down.
So
again, expect Panathinaikos to go ahead and win that game, maybe. Porto 3-1 up at Rangers. Rodrigo Mora, Francois Mora, and on goal.
Wants to be professional about the performance, but credit Salzburg.
First
class first half.
There's not enough on that.
Rangers,
Martinez had to come rushing out.
Wow. Villa messing up this play right now.
Nervy and edgy at the back of it.
They need somebody. They need to reinforce in the midfield. Aveliot has gone quiet. It's not looking good. Anthony scored for Real Betis, and El Zazuli, the Moroccan. Remember him?
Now it's Villa at the other end looking to put up some pressure. But they worked their way out of it well. Diabate.
Stuttgart scored as well, 2-1. Okay. Let's keep an eye on these games, man.
There's a Salzburg player down in the box. It's Baidu who was involved in that earlier opportunity when Martinez had to come rushing out.
Well, again, it's pace that's causing major issues for Aston Villa.
Aston Villa need to reinforce the midfield. You can see where they're missing.
He's just been
their captain.
A real nuisance to that Villa backline throughout this first half. You could say the same of Konate.
They're missing their captain there.
Martinez did well to get there, didn't he?
He did. Just to see whether there's any real contact there. Do you know, I think that Martinez is getting to that ball, isn't he? He gets there and he just has to follow through. Don't see anything in that. Maybe he's hurt himself as he's fallen.
So just the 60 seconds to add on at the end of this first half. What would be your first half reflections?
Well, I think it's been disappointing. The first minute or so, Harvey Elliott just was denied, wasn't he, by almost a lucky save from the keeper, and it could have been quite different. Salzburg, though, I think they contained Villa really well with their structure, forced them to go wide. It hasn't really happened for Villa.
Just down to 10 for the moment here. Salzburg with Baidu having had some treatment.
I think he's hurt his ankle there, hasn't he? As he's landed, as he pole vaulted over the goalkeeper.
Minks. Onana. Flick from
They're losing the
didn't
ball
come off.
in the middle
Now
of the
it's
pack.
Canate with Kitano to his right. Plenty of numbers back. For a moment that he was going to find a way through. And it's been a good first half.
That's the end
for
of the first
Salzburg.
half there.
Canate has been excellent, so has Baidu. It was Canate's effort that Lindelof looked to try and clear off the line and divert it into his own net. Unai Emery with problems to solve at half-time, and of course he's lost Ollie Watkins to injury as well, replaced by Morgan Rogers. A flat first half from Aston Villa. This a must-win game for Salzburg, remember, and they are in front at the break at half-time at Villa
They
Park.
must win
Aston
this
Villa
game.
0,
Let's check the
Salzburg 1.
table. I'll run the table down for you guys. Let's have a look at the table at the minute. We stood a chance of qualifying, going to the first 8. So top of the table at the minute we've got Lyon. We're currently drawing 1-1. Second is Freiburg. Villa third. Midtjylland fourth. Real Betis fifth. They've qualified. Porto have qualified. Sixth. Sporting Braga 7. Roma. Ooh, interesting. So we could have Roma drop out if Roma lose their game and Stuttgart win. They call it drawing 1-1 and Bologna win. So Forest, yeah, can't see Forest. Yeah, Forest will finish at 12 at least. So they're not going any further where they are now. So they'll be playing the playoffs, Forest. But that's your top 8 at the minute. Roma, Sporting Braga, Porto, starting from 8 by the way. Roma, Sporting Braga, Porto, Real Betis, Midtjylland, Aston Villa, Freiburg, and Olympique Lyon. So those 8 teams so far, they've qualified. If Roma win right now, they go top. They will have 19 points. If Villa wins, they go top. Or even if they equalize now, Villa will go top. I think. Actually, no. Because Villa will go second. Because goal difference, Lyon, they've got 11 goals at the minute. So they really out scoring teams right now. So I can see them winning that game anyway. They've got 1-man advantage there, Lyon. But Villa are safe in terms of the English club. Yeah, so French clubs, they've got 1. And Portuguese club there, Italians, Spanish. Okay. So Forest will go for the playoffs. We're currently sitting 12. Who else? Celtic 20. For the British clubs. Where is Rangers? Oof, Rangers will be out. Oh my days. Rangers will be out. Even if they win this game, Rangers will be out because they will only have 6 points. They will only have 6 points or 7. Yeah, 7 points. Wow, what a bad season what a poor season for Rangers. I didn't see that one coming. Feyenoord, again, they'll be out 6 points. They'll be stuck in 6 points. Basel, 6 points. Go Ahead Eagles, 6 points. Young Boys with 9 points. That's a tough one to take, innit? And Salzburg currently sitting at 25th. So with 9 points, they really need to win this game and hope for Ludogorets or hope for Lille, Brann, and Ludogorets to lose and drop out, and they can climb up. Because it's looking like a sticky one right now. It's looking like a sticky one. So that's the table you're looking at there. Villa definitely safe, which is they don't really need to win this game, but if they want to set a new record, 7 European, unbeaten games, Villa need to win this game. But if they don't care about the record, really, it doesn't matter. They can win it. They don't have to win it. They can go ahead and do whatever they want. They can just rest more players because it needs to rest players, doesn't it? It's right in the mix in the Premier League. Would you go for it if you're the manager for Villa? If you're Emery, would you go for it? Or would you just let it play out? Give the kids a chance? Because like I said, he's already qualified. He's done a couple of signings as well. He's done a couple of good signings. So why not? He might go for it, might not go for it. Yeah, Champions League yesterday was fun. Was fun to watch. You got Barcelona came from nowhere to go straight to the top of the table, and Real Madrid from second dropped straight down. Absolutely ridiculous yesterday watching it. Oh, I didn't watch it, but watching the scoreline.
Looking like he might have tried to save it, but we're not really sure if that was going on or not. It's not been given as an own goal.
Yeah.
It's gone down as Canate. Tell me what you think of it.
Yeah, I mean, we have to look at the replays in certain angles. To me, it looked like...
Let's look at the replay of this goal, man.
It's the post or just go wide, but Tara Mings here, he looks up, he goes and play it to Martinez. He sees that there's a player there in Canate, so he sort of has a split-second doubt in his mind, and at this level, you will get caught, and it's an easy finish, really.
That ball was not going in.
Really,
it was not going in, but they're giving it to...
just delays there, goes to put his foot on it, and then the ball goes to Canate. I mean, is this going in? It's not the cleanest of strikes. It hits his heel, really.
Yeah.
It was not going in. That ball was not going in.
Could have done better, maybe
that's an own goal, but they've given it to the Salzburg keeper.
Let's have a little look at the chances for Salzburg as well, because Emi Martinez has been called on quite a few times.
Yeah, a great double save. He's kept him in it in this first half, hasn't he? So you can see here highlighted Canate and Diabate there. It's certainly Diabate in terms of making up the ground. Canate does really well to try and manoeuvre and get a shot. Ricochets out to Diabate. It's a clean strike. Great save in terms of going down. He gets up, straight away, reflexes it. Look, it's a pretty routine save, that one for Martinez. But he has to get up, deal with it again. It's a clean strike from Canate, Diabate again, and then it's put wide. But Villa just getting sort of caught out again. Hemmings caught on the ball, and then it's Bayadu there. Again, it's probably another routine save, but it's more pressure, an unwanted pressure that Villa don't really want. They want to be having the ball in the opposite end, but again, it's pretty routine saves for Martinez, but he's kept them in his first half.
That was quite soon after the goal that they conceded as well, and you feared for them for a minute that they might have lost their confidence and been rattled a little bit. If you're Unai Emery, what are you saying to them now?
Keep focused. Obviously, there is going to be a struggle. I say a struggle, but Ollie Watkins has come off. Morgan Rogers has come on, so he's someone that can get goals. But keep focused, stay in the game, keep injury free. We want to get through this. They still want to win the game, but next goal is vital.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, guys, and the next goal potentially could be coming up very soon because the second half is about to get there.
I mean, it doesn't need to win this game really. It doesn't need to risk any players, any major players, because he's qualified. Villa, they've qualified. They don't need to do anything drastic, right? If I was him, I'll rest the players and get ready for the Premier League because he needs the players for the Premier League. Aston Villa, they need to stay. They need to stay in the fight against Arsenal because now they've got a chance. If Arsenal bottle it, Villa can just jump. Villa or City can just jump and then go for the league. So if I was Emery right now, I'd be resting players. Not rushing anyone because he's already lost Ollie Watkins. Would it make sense for him to? Would it make sense for him to risk any other player? No, I don't think so. It wouldn't make sense at all for him to risk any other players. Keep give the academy players a chance. Let them play. Let them come on and give them the confidence that they need. But if I was him, I can't afford to lose another player. Watkins went off. Rogers came on, which is a really good thing to have on your side. You know, if you have a player on the bench like Morgan Rogers, you just why not? But I would have probably leave him out of it, and keep him for the Premier League. Unless if he's chasing the record. If he's chasing the record, then go for it. But the main record you need right now is that Premier League medal that you need. Chase Arsenal down. Arsenal will be panicking now after. Arsenal 50 points, City 46, Villa 46 points. Arsenal, even their goal difference is not even significant when you compare it to Man City. It's not even as much. Yeah. And United is hard for us to catch Arsenal now. It's very hard. Unless something happens. 12 points. 12 points. If we manage that, then that will be something else. We've done that before. We've done it before. We've won the Premier League before from 12 points down. But we need to win our next games. We need to win our next games. Soon come then. Soon we'll have the second half here. Be out shortly. we're back for the second half. Players on the pitch now.
Back to the football, because today in the Europa League, it's gone from bad to worse for Aston Villa. So we know they conceded a goal. They were 1-0 down to Salzburg. They also lost Ollie Watkins. One of the things that we were talking about was just don't get any injuries tonight. We're not 100% sure how serious it is, but he's come off with a hamstring injury.
Looked like a hamstring injury. He went on a sprint and then, straight down the tunnel. You don't know the extent of it, but it's certainly something that Aston Villa wouldn't have wanted with the three midfielders out already to pretty long-term injuries. But listen, they've got a team out there that's more than capable enough of getting back into this game. They just need to create a little bit of momentum, a bit of pressure on Salzburg, and then really get Villa Park sort of getting behind them as well. It's certainly a game that they can get back into. They've not been blown away in terms of that first half, just a little bit off the pace.
They need to create a few more chances as well. They've not had a shot since the second minute in this match.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Just create a bit more pressure in the final third, and be brave. But, when someone's in and around the box, don't really get in wide areas, don't pass back, put a ball in the box. Strikers, midfield runners, get across your marker. If it goes wide or you get a corner, just build a bit of momentum. The crowd get behind you, get a bit more pressure. That's exactly what it takes to build yourself and get back in the game.
They've qualified already for the last day, but they do have an opportunity to finish top of the table, and they want to take that advantage.
Listen, Unai Emery will be in there at half-time, demanding that they go out, put on a better performance, and especially with this Villa side, we've seen it so many times domestically, it's not a fear from going a goal behind. They actually play better when they go a goal behind. They've got more points in the Premier League than anyone else from losing positions, so I've got no doubt that they come back into this game or create chances.
Unai Emery has had his say at half-time. Let's see what they can produce in this second half, where they are 1-0 down to Salzburg at home at Villa Park in the Europa League. Your commentary team, Martin Keogh, and back over to you, Adam Summerton.
Okay, it's bringing in
Thanks, Laura. So as you can see, a change coming here with Cash.
Martin Cash is coming on.
By Unai Emery with Aston Villa a goal down here.
He definitely wants to win it.
Third. It would be a frustration if they were to drop out the top two. No worries at all about qualification. That is secure. They are through to the last 16, but with the advantages finishing the top two brings, they will want to still try and
bless the young lad. He had to go off. I mean, you can see the pressure he was under. Hemmings.
Who's been withdrawn by Unai Emery. Just a word on Salzburg as well, who of course find themselves
took Hemmings off. Bless him.
On match day 7. But as it stands, they are still in the elimination places, 25th in the table, a point behind Ludogorets, Bran and Lille. So it's an interesting 45 minutes ahead, particularly for Salzburg, but Villa will want to be much improved in this second half.
They will, and they just made that. Bogart will go into midfield. Cash comes on to right back. The youngster Hemmings is gone off. I think you just need a bit of experience out there. Certainly with the pressure Salzburg were putting them under in that area of the pitch.
Yeah, felt for him a bit because he was suffocated rather by Diabate and Kitano, who I thought both were excellent in that midfield in the first half.
They were, certainly. And again, they don't... The thing is, I'm just looking at the Villa centre-halves. They're going quite wide, and they're allowing them to pick it off them.
You notice there that Yeo has come on, with Konate being withdrawn.
What is this play with this guy, Mings? Watch him. Watch him. He's taking it back to the keeper.
Towards goal.
Why does he keep doing that?
First time, I maintain that it's an own goal from Tyrone Mings, but UEFA have credited it to the striker.
Or Lindelof, wasn't it? I thought Lindelof was the own goal.
Sorry, Lindelof. Yeah.
Well, nobody wants it, do they? Nobody wants the goal. I wouldn't want it. Give it to the striker.
Trummer. Won by Schlager. Mings with the header. Diabate. Taken in well by Kitano. Again, trying to use the pace of Baidu.
He's a bit more central, Baidu, now that Kanate's gone off, and he's got the same kind of pace.
Baidu already has more goals this season than he did in the whole of last season. 7 to his name for Salzburg this season. Bidstrup. Strummo with the attempted cross. Begovic. Oh, lovely flick! Super goal that, isn't it? It's the man who's only just come on. Yayo. Really good improvisation. And how about this? Salzburg a double that lead at Villa Park. And the Austrian side lead 2-0. Remarkable scoreline.
Well, Eli Begovic, we didn't really see much of him.
Bro,
in the first
2-0,
half,
what's
but he's
going
certainly
on,
announced
viewer?
himself here.
What
Comes
is
onto
going
the
on?
ball, look, just a little feint. Another one there, and just whips that ball back with pace, and it's good movement. And a really good finish at the end of it. Look how sharp he is here.
Banana's off it today.
He just gets across the face of Lindelof, the striker. It's just a tap-in.
What is going on?
Begovic's pace is just too much for Villa.
Not a big moment for Yayo. Only his second ever European goal, but Villa coming under more pressure. Baidu with the ball over. Buendia. They really do suffocate you, don't they?
The press from Salzburg is crazy.
So effective in that respect.
They have, and do you know what? They've woken up in this competition, or whether it's going to be too late for them, just looking at their position in the league table. But that break has done them the world of good. Whatever they were doing,
It looks like it's too late now for them.
A different team, full of energy, good organisation, and a real threat in the final third.
Elliot.
And here comes Villa now. Come on, Sancho.
Rogers, who's waiting in the box when Dia's in there as well.
Oh, unlucky.
Yeah, that's what Cash will bring you when he's on the pitch. That endeavour, getting down that right-hand side. Just can't get enough to whip that back to a Villa player. Buendia there was just looking for a tap-in.
Lindelof. Elliot.
Banana is off it.
Mings.
He looks tired, Banana.
Dinu with the first time pass. Now it's Rogers. Salai. Begovic. For those back. They certainly work so hard, don't they, these Salzburg players? Buendia. Collective work effort is, well, it's certainly tonight been exceptional. Buendia.
It's like they're not in any rush, Villa.
Distances between their back line, their midfield, and front players are so compact. It's difficult to find solutions here for Villa.
Digne. Helped on its way by Kitano.
What's going on now? Oh my God, he's going beat for no reason.
Really got on the ball there.
He certainly was. He's woken up in this game.
Begovic, just 18 years old, the Bosnian international. I talked to his manager about him before the game, and he listed his qualities and said the other thing is the way that he's really impressed me is how open-minded he is to learning new things, and he talked about his work rate off the ball, and as I was just saying, we've seen that tonight.
Yeah, but it was a bit quiet in the game, but maybe somebody said something at half-time, you know, we need more from you, and he's certainly given it. Instrumental.
I thought this was a lovely flick, Martin, for the second goal. He did so well with this Yeo.
Yeah, well, again, he's come on, and you haven't really missed the player going off. It was Konate was outstanding in the first half. He's come on with the same sort of profile, same pace, and that same desire to get in and score.
Onana and Mings, they've been terrible in this game. They have been terrible.
Night where Salzburg have to win, remember, to have any chance of reaching the playoff round, and they're 2 to the good at Villa Park. Cash on at half-time.
It's the midfield where they're losing. And if the midfield is not playing, the defenders go back to square one. The keeper's tried his best, saved them a couple of times, a few times today. But Onana has been terrible in that midfield.
Elliot.
Come on.
Good ball.
Come on, shoot.
Well, he got to it.
Unlucky. That's better. That's a little bit better.
Just nudged away from it, wasn't he?
He was, and it was more patient from Aston Villa.
It's a little bit better for Villa there.
Trummer there just leans on him just a tad, just enough to put him off.
Mings. Onana.
It's interesting comparing the two teams, but they haven't quite got that pace, the top of the team that Salzburg have.
Pass.
Elliot. Played wide by Bogart.
Sanchez constantly moving, looking for space.
This is better. And Digne got there. Some
Better, a lot better.
Villa,
A lot better. Sanchez creating spaces, it's creating some danger, it's causing some problems. Good play, really
Cash
good
getting
play.
down that right-hand side, comes all the way across to Luca Dean, and he's not really balanced there, Buendia, trying to get that shot off as quick as he can.
Just worth repeating the situation in terms of the advantage of where you finish. We know Villa are guaranteed to finish in the top 8. A top 4 finish means home advantage in the second leg of the last 16, and quarter-final ties. A top 2 finish means home advantage all the way through to the semi-finals. Villa at the minute are 4th, with Lyon, Midtjylland and Freiburg above them in the as-it-stands table. Salzburg are still in the elimination places, even though they're 2-0 up here.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the end of the world for Villa. You know, big games all around them. And not the biggest of squads. It's difficult for the manager.
Digne. Buendia. Harvey Elliott. Sancho.
Pass.
Provides width down the right. Rodgers waits in the middle. Buendia is in there as well. Lovely bit of skill.
Sancho.
And it was Kitano tidying up. Out it comes now to Cash. Just a bit more energy now about Villa.
Certainly down that right-hand side, Elliott he's actually linking really well with Sancho. And
They're playing really well together there, Sancho.
Difficult for Salzburg to deal with.
Pass again, Sancho.
Elliott was found by
He's making
Sancho.
all the right calls at the minute, Sancho.
Good take by Schlager.
Yeah, keeper was always favourite for that one.
You wouldn't believe it, the way that they played tonight, but Salzburg's record against English clubs is really poor. It's a free kick towards the edge of the box. Now, they haven't won any of their 8 meetings in major European competitions with Premier League side Salzburg, and they're coming under a bit of pressure now from Villa.
You know, it's a useful area here, edge of the box, difficult angle maybe.
Who's going to take this one?
And they find a route back into this.
I think it's important for that momentum. Keep that winning feeling around the
Dion is
building.
taking it. Dion is going to hit this one.
Schlager rather frantically organising his wall. Cash is there, Digne's there. Floated in there by Digne, knocked down by Onana. Minks.
Rogers. What is he doing?
Skitano there again, so many times tonight.
Well, he's unbelievable, isn't he? The amount of times he reads that.
What a player, Cortado.
Yeo, scorer of the second goal. Trummer. Baidu got there first before Minks. Trummer. Diabate. Oh, threaded that one through, and what a chance for Kitano, who found himself in a brilliant position.
Villa really getting exposed. I don't know if the players just not trying because they want to reserve themselves for league.
Really good composure as well. Again, it's really good play.
They're letting these guys through.
This little threaded pass turns on it really nicely.
I think he would have been offside anyway, but
Just
come on.
hit the target at the end of that. But
Give your fans something to cheer about.
It's been outstanding.
Give your fans something to sing about.
That's off there for Villa.
Well, on this evidence, he's a player I think we'll be hearing quite a lot about in the coming years. 21 years old, the Japanese international. I said in the first half, only recently, back in November, was capped for the first time by Japan. But he looks a player.
He does. And what's really key is that the two front players are not too far apart. Look at it, got this standoff again. Villa players going too wide for me there.
Was brought down really nicely by Sancho. Movement beyond him by Elliott. Back it goes to Cash. Sancho on the ball again here. Digne. Villa couldn't make the most of what had looked like a promising situation.
But it was a better situation because Martinez decides to miss out the press and just go long. I think that's their best bet. Salzburg pressing so well.
An hour gone at Villa Park. Elliott. Schuster puts it into touch.
Done well at the back alongside his partner there, Gadu.
So frustrating at the minute for Villa when they get near the final third. It's just that final ball, it's not coming off for them. Talked about maintaining high standards ahead of this game, Unai Emery.
Not quite the high standards though by the manager of Salzburg, but they come off his shin. It's cold though, by the way, isn't it?
Not the best of touches. He'll be delighted we showed it in a slow motion replay.
I might not have been able to manage as well as him, but I think my touch might have been a bit better there.
Nice turn by Baidu, tracked by Onana. Good challenge. Well won that by Onana.
Yeah, aggressive. Had to get that right.
Come on. Stop playing Hollywood football and play football.
This is better from Villa because, look, there's a good press, but look, take the sting out of them by dancing around them.
Cash looks for the run of Rodgers. Schuster came across to meet him.
See there, maybe the difference. They've got good pace at the back there in that central position, Salzburg.
It's Kitano's pass. Now the captain, Bidstrup. Couple of changes coming from Unai Emery, it would appear. Konsa, one of those coming on, and also Jamaldine Jimo Aloba, who's a youth graduate here in England's Youth International. Mings with the header. They're appealing for offside, but on we go. Buendia.
Ah, block touch.
Rodgers. Buendia.
Come on.
Rodgers.
Goal.
They're back in the game.
Villa back in it.
Really
Villa
nice
are back
finish
in it.
from Morgan Rodgers. And it's
Villa are back in the
2-1.
game.
And we
2-1.
could be in for an exciting final 25 minutes here.
Well, I think initially Salzburg thought
I
maybe
thought
they
it was
would be
offside.
offside.
It looks slightly
When
offside.
that ball came back in,
Let's have a look. Ah, it was on.
but there isn't. They tried to play there at the deep at the bottom of the screen, trying to get out, but
It was
he's
onside.
played them onside. And
It was onside.
Morgan
Clearly.
Rodgers here, it's just absolute quality and class from him. Look, just little 1-2, and then that straight shot off the left foot. It's just beautiful the way that comes off the bat. Really good technique, good power, and Villa right back in this.
2-1. Game on.
His first Europa League goal of the season. Has been a check going on, but the goal has been confirmed.
Why are you even checking that? We can see from here that,
really well, Rodgers. And they have been better in the last 10 minutes or so, haven't they, Villa?
The approach plays, I mean, it's interesting, they were passing around the press and bring a composure. Everything was a bit frantic for a period.
Now they are actually still continuing to check this. The subs are going on. Konsa has come on as we expected.
big man Konza is coming on.
Buendia.
They're still checking this goal.
Coming off.
It's tight. The ref is saying it's too close to call.
Jimo Aloba coming on for Villa to make his European debut for the club.
The ref is saying it's a tight one.
Now here comes confirmation, one would imagine.
Yeah, but it's a goal. The goal stands.
Yeah, as we expected, the goal does stand. Not
Well,
quite sure why there was such a long...
Well, 5 minutes ago I said it was a goal. Anyway, goodness knows what they were looking at.
Let's see if Villa can build on that.
Well, Buendia off the pitch now.
Was visibly frustrated Buendia as he came off. Oh, nice.
Come on, this is play.
Jimo Aloba. Nice to shoot. This is the save from Schlager. What an introduction that would have been.
Wow, wasn't it? More of the Rovers stuff off the bench. He looked good, by the way. Steps inside, hits this from Edge of the
What a
box.
goal that would have been.
Great stop.
Yeah, it was actually. If you can find an angle,
Corner
it's
for
almost
Villa.
too easy for the keeper, right down his throat, really.
Suddenly Aston Villa look in the mood.
Jeez. Come on.
Fourth
Corner
in the
kick.
table as it stands.
Corner kick.
The Holt end has found its voice. And that's there to be hit.
Ooh.
Concert got a touch on it. Just like a different side all of a sudden.
Yeah. I think Elliott then has a shot. Who's out wide now, looking in a good position.
Cash plays it wide.
How they come again, Villa? Looks like a brand new team.
Digne.
Sancho switched to the left.
Sancho on the left. Digne. Searching cross. Certainly
Come
asking
on.
lots of questions here now.
Oh,
Given
give it away.
though by Bogart. Alay Begovic. From a Salzburg perspective, they really need to take the sting out of this now because Villa are building up a atmosphere.
Certainly doing it, but it's going from one end of the pitch to the other. They're getting caught up in this.
Baidu. Yeo is up with it. The score
Here
of the
comes
second
Salzburg
goal. He
again.
gets another here.
Oh,
Tracks his shot wide.
Certainly a lot of energy out there right now.
it's like a brand new team, this Villa team.
The atmosphere is completely different here.
Just
The
come
fans are
alive.
back up
It is.
singing. This is what I meant before. Give the fans something to sing about, and that goal
Rodgers,
definitely has done
the
that.
provider of that quality.
Oh, here comes Salzburg.
Now comes Martinez
Tackle.
at the feet of Yeo. Elliott, he's shown some nice touches out there tonight.
He has. Do you know, it's interesting that the manager's kept him on, and you can see the quality in him.
Rodgers
there. Oh,
Diabate. Baidu. Kitano, who's looking for
Solios.
Alay Begovic.
Come on. The fans want more. Attack.
Minks.
Attack, attack. Let's check the other scores. Let's see what's happening on the other side. Villa needs to finish at least top 2 to avoid any away games, you know, up to the semi-finals or something like that. We need to finish in the top 2.
Cash.
But currently, I think they are 4th.
Rodgers couldn't quite get there. Baidu giving it away here to Lindelof. Yeo, he's lost it quickly. Sancho. The referee gives Villa the free kick, which is taken quickly. They're in a hurry. Elliott. Rodgers looked for Sancho. And it made its way to him.
They look like a fresh team, Villa. Right, current scores. I mean, as you can see here, it's 2-1. Salzburg currently leading Villa. Victoria still leading at Basel. Celtic up 4-2. So Ultrich is coming back. 4-2. Fenerbahce still 1-0. Malmo Genk 1-1.
Just feels like something might be coming
Sporting
here.
Braga, I think the second at the minute.
Look for an equaliser.
Freiburg, they're all drawing at the minute. Lille, Ludogorets winning just above Salzburg. Bologna 2-0 above against Maccabi Tel Aviv. Michelin 1. Forest 3-0 up.
Referee not happy with something.
2-2 Olympic Lyon. They have qualified as well. Roma losing. Wow. Porto are winning 3-1 at Rangers. Betis still 2-0. Young boy Stuttgart. Stuttgart 2-2. The table. Let's have a look at the table. Shoot! Oh, Elliot, that was your chance.
What a chance.
That was your chance, Elliot. That was your chance, man.
Well, you know, you feel for the young man because, you know, it's in your career that you look at these opportunities. He's not really played much, and I know it's not his favourite left foot, but you expect him to hit the target there. Great
Should be hitting the
opportunity
target,
for him.
man.
Dear, oh dear.
So
Leon has gone up.
For Salzburg. Bischoff is one of those coming on, and also Onisiwo.
Leon is still first, number 1.
Onisiwo playing in the German
on the table.
Bundesliga.
Michelin second, so they'll be avoiding away games a lot. Freiburg, Villa, both occupied third and fourth.
Austrian side.
And Betis have gone up to fifth.
Villa on top at the moment, inside the final 20 minutes here.
Villa want to try and avoid the away games and the travelling and all of that.
They've committed 5 forward in this attack. Kretzig with the ball wide, Mings with the header clear. Came out to Trummer and straight out Martinez.
No worries, no border there for
Martinez. They always finish Salzburg with some sort of end product. Okay, I know the keeper there, that's a
Salzburg, they're actually a good team.
Easy save for him, but
the way they playing against Aston Villa, yeah, a really good team. I don't know if Emery underestimated them first half, but after that, he's seen what they, what they're capable of.
26th in the as it stands
Foul.
table.
I think he underestimated them first half, and now he's bringing in all the big boys, and they're controlling the game again, Aston Villa.
That's how tight that offside decision was that they took a while over.
Well, I called that live.
You
know? Not many co-commentators do, by the way. Adam.
This guy is shameless, man. What's his name? I think he's absolute shameless. Listen to what you just said there.
Villa with a free kick.
I'd have to nudge you there. I'd have to nudge you there for that credit.
Martin Keown is shameless.
Nobody wants to be wrong
anymore. Well, maybe I could have been a bit more generous. Can they take it quickly? Dina. Rogers.
Got corner.
And they're pretty decent at set pieces, Villa. I think Tyrone Mings maybe. He's in there, he's having a fight with his opponent. If you keep an eye on them, he wants to stay in that space in front of the keeper. They're not having any of it.
In it goes. They dealt with that one well. Salzburg. Cash.
Oh! Goal, Villa. 2-2. Tyrone Mings, the guy that messed up the first goal.
It's 2-2 at Villa Park. What a ball that was to pick him out.
The guy that messed up the first goal has just gone to equalise. Emery has brought, he brought in the big boys. Yeah, the substitution has worked. Oh my days! What a header! What a header! Now Villa can go ahead and win this game. They can go ahead and win this game. I can see it now. What a header, man. The guy that messed up the first goal might just, lift them up to second.
I think that was important for his confidence. His first goal since April 2023.
Wow.
And it took them so long to get going in this game, Aston Villa. But they're right on top now, and well...
Wow, Mings.
You could really see them going on.
He messed up the first goal, by the way. He messed up the first goal, and now he equalised for Villa. They might just win this. Matty Cash with the assist there. Matty Cash with the assist. Right, he's only just coming as well. He came on second half.
We've praised them a lot in this game, and justifiably so, Martin.
The keeper came out, misjudged it, and he pounced.
Definitely.
What a header.
Let's look at that goal
Game
again,
on.
By the way, it's always nice for a centre half just to get there in front of the keeper.
Elliott.
Villa Park is loud again. Everyone is singing at Villa Park. They're all singing now.
Certainly our second half.
Oh, he's bringing in somebody else. He's bringing in another player.
So another
Emery smell blood.
Sancho coming off.
Sancho, he's had a really good game, Sancho. Played really well.
And it's Young who's come on to replace him, another youth graduate. 20 years old, has represented England at youth level, joined Villa. That's under 13s. Comes from Erdington.
He smelled blood. Emery smelled blood.
Yeah, really nearby.
Share my local knowledge.
It's good to see.
That's it. Kian is probably one of the worst commentators, man. Not even joking.
We've got Jimo Aloba on the pitch as well.
Yeah, that's something that Aston Villa have been notorious about over the years. Of course, Grealish is the biggest one you can think of. What did they get for him? 100 million when they sold him.
Mings back to Martinez. Konsa.
Come on.
It's Bogard who brings it clear. Elliott.
You lost it earlier. You lost that ball. Get up, man. Get up. You lost the ball. Come on.
Jimo Aloba, who did really well there. Could they complete the turnaround?
Jimmy Aloba's got pace. He wants to excite the crowd.
Yeah, he's been showing real expression on a couple of occasions.
That takes personality.
Digne. Jimo Aloba. Yeah, personality is the word, actually. Cash, that we've seen from Jimo Aloba. Just expressed themselves more in the last 15 minutes or so. The Villa
What a pass. What a switch of play. Here we go. They're making Salzburg uncomfortable now in the back.
Digne. Bogard. Rodgers.
Again.
Yeah, you've got Rodgers out here delivering that ball. Look at Dean before, and you've not got that sort of established.
So now they're stopping the end of that. Salzburg strikers or forward players staying up top. They all have to come back to defend.
The chances he's going to get when he gets into this team eventually.
And they are making mistakes.
Solly Watkins will have a thing to say about that.
They are making mistakes.
Well, somebody, Tammy Abraham, who's been here and scored goals in the past. 26 in 40 games in the 2018-19 season. Digne.
Oh, unlucky. Oh, still there.
Almost rolled for Villa there.
Experience there from Mings.
But they have taken maximum points from all of their Europa League home games this season, Villa.
Switch that play, that's it.
Cash plays wide. Mings. Digne.
He took one on and off and they started playing football.
Jimo Aloba. Mings. Concert. Digne. Jimo Aloba. Might have a go, you know. Slipped as he hits it. Quite run for Elliott. Jimo Aloba.
So scruffy in there.
Cash.
Oh my days. Shoot.
Well, Elliott was waiting for the pullback, but he tried to beat the keeper at his near post. But it was lovely to watch that from Aston Villa.
Yeah, really good endeavour. Salzburg hanging on a little bit at the back. Cash there, you can see that ejection.
Yeah, pressing this team now. They are pressing
Saving here by
Salzburg.
the keeper.
Schuster closed down by Rodgers. Schlager with the ball forward. Gitano. Onesiwo played it wide and now makes a run to the edge of the box. We've got squeeze on the edge of the area.
You got time on that ball. Why didn't you just hold on to the ball for a bit? That's it. Still got time. It's like they're not talking to each other.
Sent forward by Mings.
Rodgers.
Rodgers. Combining with Digne.
Again, Digne again.
Bogart. Lindelof stepped into midfield effectively. Concert. Young.
Good crossing. Oh, unlucky. Unlucky.
Just wonder whether Harvey Elliott will have his moment to maybe win this game for Aston Villa. He hasn't had too much luck here tonight. Could have been a hero in the first 30 seconds.
Yeah, could easily have had a couple of goals, couldn't he? Still.
Yes, Sean boy.
To get a winner.
I didn't even see that message. When did he come in? Are we just coming now?
Yeah.
It was an experience, you know, City game. I didn't even see it coming in, mate.
Diabate. Nasiwa was looking for Yayo.
It was.
When it's deflected.
It was a good game for City. They won. But there was there's a couple of scuffles, you know, like you said. You told me to be careful, didn't I? And there were a couple of scuffles. Even my boy wanted to take the tram. He said, "Dad, can we take the tram?" Just so.
We head to Old Trafford for
I said, "Why not? So you can experience match day, you know, antics in it." Because the trams are so heavy, trams are so full. Some guy nearly started a fight with me because he asked my son to get up so he can sit outside. Are you mad?
Trum up with the ball into the box. Easy though for Martinez.
Yeah, it's like, but he's saying on the priority seat. I say it's a child. Priority seats are for kids and people with disability and pregnant women. So what are you talking about? So, oh, well, I'm disabled. I said, well, how do you know my son is not disabled? How do you know I'm not disabled? What's your problem? So, oh, well, I'm just going to leave anyway. I said, yeah, you go on, keep walking. And he went on, you know. It's one of those things, you know. We got the same stop as well, I see. Handball, ref.
Fortunate there, wasn't he?
Come on.
Rodgers with Young to the right. Elliott.
Come on.
Well. Young with the chance
to win it. They won it. Villa won it. Villa won it.
Jimo Aloba.
Bro.
The youngster off the bench to score his first Villa goal.
What?
Amazing. It comes with just over 3 minutes of the 90 to go.
What?
In front of the whole end as well. Roy of the Rovers type stuff. Oh, what a moment.
And Adam, it comes as well.
Well,
from
this
his
is what
mate
football
off the
is, you know,
bench.
this is what football is all about.
The other substitution, Young.
This is what football is all about, bro. Look at this. Look at
How
this.
fitting is that? We thought it might be Harvey Elliott, but instead it's this young man. He's been brilliant actually since he come on. He's had
This
3
is what
shots
football
since
is all about. Look at
pitch.
that. Yeah, man.
They
Yeah.
just broke with really good numbers, and Young
Oh,
carries
man.
his ball here really intelligently.
What a.
Really nice footwork.
Yo, they were struggling. Well, have you been watching the game? I think you underestimated this team first half, right? And they got bullied in the midfield. He had a 18-year-old in the midfield, Emirates. Put him in the midfield. And he struggled and he got bullied in the midfield. The second half, he didn't come out from the dressing room. He didn't come out of the dressing room.
Perfect.
And then he started bringing in the big boys. Ollie Watkins went off injured.
And how proud his coaches will be, his family will be. All those coaches
Yeah,
who
man, big
worked
goal,
with him
big goal.
over the years. Just
Big goal.
19 years old.
Salzburg
What
was
a
sitting
turnaround we've seen
just to
here.
the bottom of
Remarkable,
the
really.
half. So I think they're officially out now. I don't think they can go through now. Oh, lost it there.
Went off, you thought he was all doom and gloom, 2-0 down.
Big goal, this big goal. So now if they win this, they've gone in Europe seven games.
Villa up to second in the as it stands table. Level on points.
That's why they want to finish. They want to finish top 2 because then they'll avoid every away games up to semi-finals, I think. Up to semi-finals. So they'll be playing all their games at home. They will avoid all the traveling. It's big goal, man. Big goal. They've got some young players, man. He used the young players in the first half, but he didn't pay off. He had to take them off. I think he, especially in the midfield, he was getting bullied, the kid Hemmings. Bless him. But yeah, overall, it was a good game, City, man. But you know what's that's my first experience at Man City, right? I just feel like fans have been priced out of these football matches because the stadium was empty, a big game as well, and it's January as well. People have no money in January, you know. There is no money, and I think during that period prices should be, you know. Yeah, I just watched the highlight on that. Brilliant. And Barca came out of nowhere, mate. We were watching the goals, the game, the scores as well whilst I was there. But you know, as I was saying there, mate, I think in January ticket prices should be as low as they can for fans. Because brother, I'm telling you, the fucking stands were empty, bro. Top stands, they shut that old fucking stand, and the place was still wearing off with space. And I just think there's no money for fans to attend these games anymore. There's no money. There's not enough money for fans to attend. The only good thing about Old Trafford is because of, you know, international fans. They come and they will not go to these matches, and they get, you know, they get international fans.
I know it's a long way to go, but Villa fans will be dreaming.
But it's mad. Well, when I was looking at that, but still, that, you know, the away fans, some of them managed to get into the home fans, the home stands, and they got kicked out.
The hold that he has over this.
Is it? Yeah, man. Yeah, they should be, you know, people around that area should be getting access to those games. Like, you know, people that live around the area, just because of the traffic and everything as well, they get disrupted and they get, I don't know if they get discounted ticket. But yeah, £10-20, that's good.
Maintain momentum for that man, and that was important coming into this tonight. There was no pressure in terms of
that's
qualification.
Not bad. £30-40, that's not bad. You know, but still, if you're charging £30-40 and the tickets are not going, and in January, I think you should be making them £15-20.
worth a fortune to the club. Just save them the money that they're.
And 15, 20 pounds, I think a lot of parents will be taking the kids in on everything else. You know, I won't mind going to watch City game against the top team. You know, but I was just like yesterday. I was just like, yeah, there's no money around to go. It's not enough. People have spent money on their kids already. And but overall, the atmosphere was good. I actually like the stadium. I actually like the Etihad.
Hopefully, Ollie Watkins won't be injured and he's okay for the weekend.
And one thing I also noticed is too many screens. You know, I think he loses the atmosphere because of the screens. You know what I mean? Like, so you're watching the game live, and you've got screens there showing you the game as well.
But we talk about players coming through. And
exactly. I agree with you, man. I agree with you.
Put Harvey Elliott in that bracket, can't we?
I've been actually.
And I also feel like
his performance. Okay,
there are too many screens, you know, in the stadium. Too many screens in the ground. Why do you need 4, 5, 6 screens? There we go. What a night for Villa. They've done it. Top 2.
And the goal made in the academy won it for them. The assist from Caden.
That's it. Well done. Let's see the rest of the score.
Imposed finish from Jamaldine Jimawaloba in front of the whole end. A night he'll never forget.
I'm not bashing the ground itself, but why do you need 5, 6 screens? Do you know what I'm saying? So you lose the focus, right, in the main match.
Fantastic.
It's like you're not watching the players actually play. You're watching the screen. Like you might as well just watch it from home. You know, stay at home and watch it. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, yeah, it's beautiful. The stadium is really nice. You know, and they're expanding it as well. So Forest won their game. So Forest will be playing the playoffs.
Villa fit this game on its head from 2-0 down to a 3-2 win at Villa Park. Home second leg all the way through confirmed. We're going to join the goal show extra team now to wrap up the rest of the action from around Europe tonight.
I forgot to start my clock for second half. Bloody hell. I ring that one, innit? Never mind. But yeah.
And we'll open the scoring there for the Galician. Look at that.
Oh, Lyon won it 4-2. That's crazy. 4-2 they won Lyon. They were losing. Roma 1-1. Porto 3-1. Betis 2-1. Wow. The goals came out second half. Stuttgart 3-2 against Young Boys. Ooh, Graz 1-0 against Brann. So Brann are dropping out. Oh.
2 minutes later. Yeah.
Oh my days.
Not as important maybe. Great football.
Forest 4-0. Forest won 4-0. Michelin 2-0. Bologna beat Maccabi Tel Aviv 3-0. Ludogorets won against Nice. Lille won 1-0. Oh my days. Genk 2-1 against Malmo. Malmo were leading that game. 1-1 for Fenerbahce, FC SP, Celtic 4-2, Victoria 1-0 against Basel. Yeah, good games overall tonight. And I missed not streaming yesterday, the Champions League, but it was worth going in and watch City play, man. It was worth going in and watch them play, and my son loved it. Like, listen, we stayed up till 1 a.m. in the morning, man. Bro, they need to take the screens away, the TVs. They need to, right? If you wanna watch the goals, go outside, right? Go outside in the corridors or in the whatever canteen, whatever it's called, the kiosk. Stand there and watch them. But in the stadium, I was just like, there are too many screens in the stadium, man. Like, people are not actually watching the game; they're actually just watching the screens. So the experience is not the same. Like, when you go to Old Trafford, your eyes are fixed on the pitch, so you know everything that's going on. Any player that's fucking up, you can see, you can tell straight away.
Particularly saying to avoid the ball. Yeah, disappointing result, the momentum. come to a halt because the four of us in the form and results, particularly have been better. But mentioned earlier, you can't defend that way at all, man. Expect to win games.
I guess a bit bittersweet in the sense that it's a worry way it looked for 20 minutes there, but also you see the positives of a slightly more. They might have crumbled a few weeks ago.
Oh, I think that's a fair point. 3-1 at half time, you're thinking worried.
Yeah.
You know, it could have been anything, but no, they did all right.
Villa, serious contenders, man. The way they handle this game, you can see them playing like this in the Premier League. You can see them not losing any game. They're not scared to go behind. You know, them not being scared to go behind. Them not, you know.
That was a chance, I'll tell you.
Yeah,
He just takes a heavy touch. Yeah. It takes a heavy touch.
They've got deeper and deeper, as you might imagine they would. Didn't change anything, Gasperini, and there it is until the break when he brought Evan Ndika on. Made some changes tonight.
And then they believe they can come back and win a game like this, which is really good. And he tried to use a lot of young players, and some of them paid off, and the others didn't. But yeah, it is what it is. They got the experience now.
And it's all smiles for the former Atalanta boss. Not so much so for Robin Van Persie.
Van Persie, I think he lost.
At Betis, tough task, in all fairness, tonight for the final. They started just outside the playoffs, and they are
out. Feyenoord are out. Finished on 6 points.
I think you've got to say that.
But they were not that long to go on the slot.
Yeah. It's not so much that they've gone to Betis and lost tonight, is it? It's that they had to get a win.
They lost there.
Very tough place.
They should have never been in this position of potentially going out after they come.
Salzburg are out as well. Oh my gosh.
Who started the night in 8th. That win, of course.
Forest is right in the playoffs, man.
They miss the playoff round, straight into the round of 16 for that man, who is still pretty spryly into his 70s, you know.
He's still going. He's doing a really good job with that Betis team in Spain.
Yeah. Saw him at the start of this campaign against Nottingham Forest in that busy 2-2 draw,
and would have faced Van Persie as a player, and now they meet each other on the bench.
Yeah. Well, last night proved there's old dogs and there's new tricks. Good win for Betis. Okay, so 4 times all across the continent, and some late drama as we got last night. Maybe not quite on the level of last night with Trubin at Benfica, but some good stories. Villa's comeback, wow. 2 down to Salzburg. Morgan Rogers got them going, but some story at the end with the teenagers winner.
What a game.
Place right at the top of this Europa League table, which we'll look at in detail. Pilsen win at Basel. Celtic win 4-2 against Utrecht at the Celtic Park. They will remain in the competition. Red Star with that late equaliser against Celta Vigo. Also 1-1 FCSB of Bucharest and Fenerbahce. Genk have won against Malmo. They're pushing for a top 8 finish. No goals go ahead Eagles and Braga. Lille have beaten Freiburg, as we discussed not long ago. Ludogorets by the same score of seen off Nice, who couldn't qualify. Lille could make the playoffs. I think now.
Okay.
Good for them. Lyon winners of the group phase 4-2 over the 10 men of Pauk. Bologna also winning blocks, can't make the top 8. Started outside, were in for a while, finished outside. Midtjylland, good story for their winners on the night and right at the top of the group phase. Nottingham Forest maybe slipped up last week, make amends tonight against Ferencváros with an excellent win on the Trent. Panathinaikos and Roma won as we've just seen. Rangers beaten, having taken the lead in Porto. They couldn't qualify. Anyway, Betis Feyenoord we've just looked at and discussed. Sturm Graz with a win that couldn't qualify them, but knocked Brann out of the playoffs, and Stuttgart with that late winner see off young boys to push for a finish in the top 8. Okay, after all that, it is Lyon and Villa as we started tonight. Those two on 21 points. Midtjylland on 19 then finished third. Betis in 4th.
Right, bro. I will catch you again soon. The top 8 is clear. Let me just read out the top 8 for you now, guys, before I just leave. Overall, really good games tonight. Here's the table. So top here we've got Lyon, Villa, top 2. So they will not be playing any away games during this period. All their games will be at home. The top 2, so Lyon and Aston Villa, they will have all their games at home. Whilst Michelin and Betis. They'll play, I think, probably a couple of games at home and a couple of games away. Interesting, isn't it? How this works now. And the rest of them, all of them will be playing games away. So the rest of the 4 teams in the top 8, that will be Porto, Sporting Braga, Freiburg, and Roma. All will be playing their games away from home until the semi-finals or something like that. So that'll be interesting. What have we got? United February 7th against Tottenham Hotspur. But anyway, that's your top 8. And then the ones playing the playoffs will be Genk, Bologna, Stuttgart, Ferencváros, Forest, Victoria, Red Star, Celta Vigo, Clio, Fenerbahce, Panathinaikos, Celtic, Ludogorets, Dinamo Zagreb, and Brann. They'll be playing the playoffs. Young Boys, Stormgrass, FCSB, Go Ahead Eagles, Feyenoord, Basel, Red Bull Salzburg. I feel I just destroyed them, by the way. Rangers, that was really strange on Rangers. Nice, Utrecht, Malmo, Maccabi Tel Aviv. Maccabi Tel Aviv finished the bottom of the table with 0 wins. Maccabi Tel Aviv. They should focus on playing football than, the ultra thing. If they focus on playing football, so actually supporting their players rather than going out looking for fights, they'll probably win some games, but they didn't win a single game. So it seems like they should be banned from the Europa League. They should be banned. If you qualify for this, right, we've got 3 teams that didn't win a single game in this Europa League table. Utrecht, Malmo, and Maccabi Tel Aviv. All 3 of them should be banned from playing football, from playing the Europa League until they can sort something out. You cannot be in this competition and not win a single game. What's the point? Let's be honest, what's the point in some of these teams being in this competition? Is it because of the ownership? Is it because of who owns it? Who are they paying? Actually, we've got Nice. Nice won 1 game, okay. At least win a game. But I think there should be a new rule. If you don't win a single game the next season, I don't care if you win the league, you shouldn't play in the competition. So that will make teams try harder to win a game. Games don't finish 0-0 or games don't finish 1-0. Teams will try harder. But imagine paying your money to go watch these 3 teams every single game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games, and they didn't win a single game. As a fan, you'll be going home, walking home, thinking, what the fuck am I wasting money for? It's just waste of money. Why are you watching them? Then you've got Nice, Rangers. Rangers, I didn't think, man, what the hell happened to Rangers, man? They only won 1 game and drew 1. They lost 4. What the fuck happened to them? Salzburg won 2 games and lost the rest. They lost 5 games. But hold on a minute. How is Basel? How do they finish above Salzburg if they only win 1 game? It doesn't even make sense, this table. Let me refresh. Where was I? Basel won 1 game. Salzburg won 2 games. There's an error somewhere. Someone has made a mistake. And Basel ahead of Salzburg. Make that make sense? But below Feyenoord and Salzburg won 2 games each. Basel won 1 game and they got 6 points. What the actual? Who is dealing with this shit? Who is responsible for this table? They must have won another game today. Maybe it's just not updated. But anyway, it is what it is. But overall, good game, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for stopping by. What did we finish in? If I check the data of the stream, so we finished on 81 views. Okay, we'll take that. Not the worst, not the best, but we'll take that. So for whoever stopped by, thank you for watching. Thank you for staying with us. We'll catch you again on the weekend. I think I might not be able to stream a football match on a Saturday. That's a tough one, isn't it? Might not be able to stream a match on Saturdays. This Saturday coming up only. I might be able to stream the later games. But Sunday I'll definitely be able to stream that one. I think we're playing Fulham on Sunday. So keep an eye out for that. United versus Fulham. I'll be able to stream it at some point.